Well, I think there's been a number of reasons why that hasn't worked out, primarily because there are so many mediation forums. You have the Quad led by the United States, you have the African Union, you have the United Nations representative, and none of these efforts have been coordinated into one single overriding mechanism. And so if you don't have the entire international community unified behind one approach to Sudan, then you have this forum shopping where both sides are able to move between the different mediating platforms to try to get the best answer for themselves. And that's why I think the international diplomacy has been so ineffective. Well, I think that the fall of El-Fasher and the atrocities that are being committed by the RSF, the stories that have come out of El-Fasher show, I think, that the international community is finally waking up to the realities on the ground in Sudan. The mass casualties, the mass rape, and the stories that we're hearing are so horrific that I think it's crossing a line for many people in the international community. Those of us who watch Sudan have known about these crimes since the start of the war, but I think it has finally caught the world's attention what is happening in Sudan. Obviously, with the Saudi Arabian government intervening with President Trump, pressing him to take a more active role, I think there is some hope going forward that we are going to have a more energetic international response. Well, global humanitarian organizations have to play a role because Sudan is the largest humanitarian crisis in the world today. So they have to be at the negotiating table because we need to be talking in the same breath about a ceasefire as we are humanitarian access. There is no point in a ceasefire if we cannot get humanitarian aid into the people that need it. And we're talking about millions of people who've been affected by this war and who are on the brink of starvation at this point. Well, I'm optimistic now that the President of the United States has gotten more involved, but I'm also realistic that this is still going to take time. And I think we have to be very clear about the difference between a ceasefire process and a long-term peace process, right? I think that these are sequential. I think we have to have a ceasefire before we can start talking about a real peace. I believe that a ceasefire is possible in the months ahead, but real, genuine peace for Sudan is going to take time. It's going to take diplomatic effort that is sustained, and it's going to take money to help rebuild this country. And so for that, I think we're in for a long-term process that will go well beyond 2026.